Hi, today I want to talk to you about why you may need chocolate today. Yes, you did read that correct, and I can't believe I'm actually saying this live. All right, so please stay tuned to find out why this may be an answer to prayer. It's very important. There's some good stuff in chocolate. I want to make sure you're clear on what type of chocolate, of course, but let's get started to find out what's going on. This is Dr. Joe with 2 Minutes to Better Health. All right, so why eat dark chocolate? Notice that, bold, dark chocolate. Not milk chocolate, not the 20% chocolate version that tastes super sweet, okay? Chocolate has some really good health benefits. It's very rich in minerals, magnesium, iron, manganese, copper. I decided to do this today because we had a major snowstorm yesterday, 30 plus inches, lots of shoveling, lots of hard physical work. Magnesium is super helpful for the muscles. So if you have foods that are rich in magnesium and chocolate happens to be one of the richest, then that can actually be helpful for your muscles as well as these and many other minerals. All right, it's rich in fiber, so obviously that's good for digestive health. Lots of antioxidants. This is super helpful to actually help prevent cancer, unless, of course, the chocolate you're having has tons of sugar in it, which can contribute to it. So remember, dark chocolate can improve blood flow. There's definitely some compounds in it that helps to increase circulation, which is super helpful, and it actually improves brain function. Not only just that you feel good from the taste of it, but it's actually good for blood flow and for brain function. May have positive effect on cholesterol ratios. Increases the HDL or good cholesterol and lowers the LDL bad cholesterol. So that's a very good thing as well. But there's some cautions that you have to be aware of, okay? Obviously, it can be high in calories. Don't just consume large amounts of it. I'm not a big calorie counting person, but large amounts of chocolate can definitely have a lot of calories. The sugar in it, of course, you want to have the lowest amount of sugar possible, and caffeine for those of people that cannot have that. There's a little article down below you can get into to read some details on this. So, what type of chocolate? Very important, okay? We're talking dark again here. So raw cacao or cocoa nibs, 100% chocolate basically would be the perfect way to get it because there's no sugar in it at all. I have a bag of it right here. Okay, it looks like this. It looks like, basically almost like rice or something like that. So you can see the picture right here. On the back, it talks about all the positive benefits of it and absolutely no sugar, okay, except for the carbohydrate and the fiber. That's it, okay, so it's fantastic. So cacao power, it is spelled differently than cocoa that you're used to because cocoa is more of that modified type of chocolate bean that's modified. But basically when it's raw like this, you would not want to chew this, you would not want to put this in unflavored in any way because it would be very bitter. But basically the more you add to it that's sugary or sweet, the more pleasant it may actually be. But you want to put in something like maybe honey or stevia or even maple syrup or something, and you want to make like a hot cocoa, that could be fantastic. But you can see how dark this chocolate is actually over here. There's not a lot of white looking color in that, meaning there's not a lot of milk and or the sugar as well. So we recommend over 80% dark chocolate. This is a good example of it. It's called Classic Blackout, 85% cacao. Now, ultimately, again, you don't want to be eating this whole chocolate bar. I mean, it's 10 grams of sugar in this whole bar, which is not a ton compared to the milk chocolate variety, but definitely keep it in moderation. If you can get the raw stuff like this, you can add it to yogurt or smoothies or things like that, or like a natural type of beverage. You can look up things on Pinterest for good recipe ideas like that. But remember, everything good can have its deficit, so things in moderation. But if you do it in something like perfect sugarless version, you could probably have it every single day and get all those nutrients, all the fiber, all the benefits that come with it. I love it in my yogurt in the morning. So anyway, wanted to share that with you today. So if you did a lot of work yesterday, shoveling, maybe a little bit of hot cocoa today without the sugar in it would be a fantastic option for you. So thanks for watching. Please share this with people because everyone loves chocolate. So let's give them some reasons why they can have the good version of it and not the bad. And thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in a future video. Talk soon.